he was a global hero at the time, and having broken the system down in Russia. And the first place that he chose to come to in the United States was Stanford. The Secretary of State called Don Kennedy and said, I will come and greet Gorbachev and welcome him to the United States. And Don, to his credit, said, Mr. Secretary, that's a very nice offer, but he's coming as George Shultz's guest, and George is the one who needs to greet him.
We had a little bit less than 3 weeks to do the most complicated set of arrangements you can imagine. It was like getting a big airplane off a very short runway. I mean, it was really an effort far above and beyond the call of duty, which everybody got engaged with, both because it was an exciting and magnetic event, and also because it was an extraordinary opportunity for Stanford to put its best foot forward.
I think we were probably only had 2 or 3 months there, because those kinds of visits you don't hear about until it's really going to happen. And fortunately, I had a lieutenant who spoke their language. So in the meetings, I would bring him along, and then he would listen to their conversations on the side and see if we were all on the same page.
So you didn't tell the Russians that your own lieutenant spoke Russian?
No, we did not.
When Mikhail Gorbachev was coming to Stanford, and on that amazing day when in Memorial Auditorium he announced the end of the Cold War, before the speech, George arranged for who he considered were about 10 leaders in Stanford in many different disciplines, and I was one of the 10. So we met privately and we each spoke with him. We talked for about 2 hours.
One would have thought that it was kind of a show and tell for Stanford, but that proved not to be at all what happened. Gorbachev is very interested in policy issues and in education and science, and he basically ran the session himself, and he was asking the questions, and it was really quite wonderful to watch it. A very engaging person.
There were then several dinners that I attended at George's home, and I got to spend time talking about world matters with both Raeza as well as with Gorbachev.
At the end of the dinner, he started singing Russian songs. It was absolutely wonderful, and by the time he finished, tears were flowing from his eyes. He was so happy. It was really an extraordinary time at Stanford.
It is important to see the thrust of what is happening as we move toward a world without wars, a world of equality and freedom. In our cooperation to build a better future, I would take as a point of departure the fact that the Cold War is now behind us. And let us not wrangle over who won it, who won the Cold War.